From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LA Late.
It's a big evening on Evenings LA as the NASDAQ and the Dow tumble a little bit on concerns about earnings. But stimulus is heating up. How are you tonight? The expansion of one of the best stimulus checks in this channel. And it's all really incredible great news. Tonight we have those 2023 stimulus checks for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, all law. And we're going to go over all the incredible checks. Some pay a lot of months, some pay some rent, some utilities, some beautiful deliciousness, no bacon, but also features lots of great stimulus checks from low income, 75,000 less, married couple, 150,000 less, 18 months rent. Just incredible stuff. We're going to go over all those huge stimulus checks and the expansion of one of them tonight. Then we're going to go over that membership newsletter after stimulus check C and go over how to get these incredible items. Then up, the big second half. The latest details as the market pulled back today, a little bit concerned about corporate earnings. We'll go over what happened with those markets and more importantly, what's going on with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now testing a support level and is broken under it. The big question is whether it's going to hold or whether we're going back to the trouble of 2 weeks ago. Yeah, we'll have the latest details on that in a big second half. Plus, we'll be looking at some upgrades from some major companies and also why the metaverse got two major plays upward today. Not only the Decentraland going up even though Bitcoin was going down, but also the Sandbox going up well across the board. We'll have the latest details on what's going on with this economy, your stimulus, your metaverse, and of course your crypto. Wall Street live in the big second half. What's exciting to know is that big stimulus checks for you law, and you want to get them. Step one, go into this video, become a member. Step two, stay the big full broadcast. We're going to go stimulus checks A to C, then take a break, look at the big membership newsletter after stimulus check C, and then go to the expansion of stimulus check E from the Congress. Then go all the way to K, and then continue the stimulus checks L and M. Then the big second half, Wall Street Crypto Live. From the show of Santa Monica, California, it's a brand new broadcast, it's a brand new night, and it's a brand new show. So much across the board to go over, and all those and more in a huge night from the shores of Santa Monica, California. I'm excited you're here. It's Evenings LA, and it all starts right now on a beautiful night. It is. I'm so excited you're here from the shores of Santa Monica, California. The expansion of stimulus checks, those 2023 stimulus checks, and everything you need to know across the board. What a night it is. First, we're going to go over these huge stimulus checks, A, B, and C. Then take a break, look at that membership newsletter at across the board. Then we'll continue stimulus checks E through K, and thereafter, we're going to go to the big second half, Crypto Wall Street Live. First, let's get a preview of what we're covering tonight. These are your 2023 stimulus checks, number one. Their law, number two. They're for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income. Anyone who made less than 75,000, these are for you. Married couple, 150 across the board. And we're going to go over A to C from Joe Biden first. Then we'll take a break. Look at that membership newsletter, how to get them. Have you become a member? Do it right now. And then we'll continue to these checks E through K. And that check E that just got expanded. Wow, exciting. Continue to K, and then L to Q, and of course, all in that incredible membership newsletter. These are stimulus checks for you. Let's go over that eligibility first. Stimulus checks for you if you made less than 75,000 last year. Married couple, 150. Low income, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, and these are your stimulus checks A to Q. Later in this broadcast, I have other stimulus checks that pay out even more money. Let's go over the first three checks, A, B, and C, from Joe Biden. These were passed by the President of the United States in spring of last year. And stimulus checks A, B, and C are great. B pays the most months of stimulus on this channel. We advocated for it as part of the Purple Power community, and we got it. Congratulations. It's an MSC. It pays on average 18 months of monthly stimulus checks, multiple per month, $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month. It's fast stimulus. You deserve it. It's stimulus check B, but first let's start with stimulus check A. Stimulus check A is a $6,500 to $12,000 stimulus check passed by Joe Biden in spring of last year. How do you get it? Step 1, subscribe. Step 2, go into the video, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. And step 3, go into that membership newsletter and click the link and get that beautiful stimulus check B. Now, stimulus check B is the longest of the paying MSCs, monthly, multiple stimulus checks. Stimulus check B in the membership newsletter pays for beautiful rent and utilities. It also pays for mortgage as well. It's huge. It's stimulus check B. And how much money are people getting from stimulus check B of those MSCs? They're getting on average 18 months, 5 checks per month, and $3,000 across the board. You deserve it. How do you get it? You become a member. We'll go over that membership newsletter in just a second. And that is stimulus check B in that list from A to C from Joe Biden. You deserve all these incredible stimulus checks. Again, B is the check that people become members and then they literally just turn around within days and walk away with a lot of money. We had countless viewers who have gotten 18 months of stimulus check B within just days of becoming a member on this channel. And again, this is a lot of money. It all started with Joe Biden. A, B, and C stimulus checks passed in spring of last year. The way that stimulus and laws work is that once they are passed, they remain law so long as they remain funded. And these are still funded. These are still funded. They're for Americans in U.S. states and U.S. territories. And so what's great news is that we have a combination of all these prior years of stimulus still law, 2020 and 2021 and 2022. These stimulus checks A, B, and C came from executive action of Joseph Biden in spring of last year, and it's a lot of money. Stimulus check C predates Joe Biden, but he expanded it. It's been on this channel for nearly 2 years, and you qualify. So don't wait to get these huge, wonderful checks, A, B, and C. After that came along the Congress, and they passed more checks, expanding us to then hundreds of checks. And those are your E to K checks. Now, once something becomes law, the president has the ability to expand the checks even more. And that's what the president did. He took stimulus check E on Friday and expanded it even more. And that's what he has the authority to do as president on top of all those agencies that administer those checks. We'll go to that stimulus check E in just a second. Again, A, B, and C from the President of the United States, then E through K through Congress. E expanded on Friday. We'll go over how it got expanded, and then we'll go to L and M. Here's an example of what happens when you become a member. Frank Mancuso joined this channel, and in less than 30 days, this is what he got. He's a member. He has that beautiful purple hawk emoji behind his name, and he got 18 months of mortgage, 18 months of utilities, and 18 months of high-speed internet. Let's add up those checks. If he has 4 utility bills per month, and he has a high-speed internet, that's 5 bills per month, and a mortgage, that's 6 bills per month. That's 6 checks a month. 6 checks a month for 18 months. That's 120 plus checks he got from becoming a member. Just a few dollars to become a member, and he's getting 120 plus checks over 18 months. This is why you want to become a member. These incredible stimuluses are for Americans in U.S. states and U.S. territories. Again, they all have the same eligibility. They are for you. We're only at stimulus check B. Now, coming up is stimulus check C. And right after that, we're going to go over that membership newsletter. Let's look at stimulus check C, which was expanded by the Biden administration, been on the channel for nearly 3 years. Stimulus check C is for rent, utilities, and mortgage assistance. Viewers are always asking, which ones are for rent? Everything but A. So rent is stimulus check C. And then that membership newsletter, I tell you who to call, what to say, and how to say for this beautiful money for rent, utilities, and more. How much money can you get? Let's look at some of the graphics and what other viewers have gotten as members of this incredible family. Do you want $30,000 of rent? Of course you do. Go into this video, become a member. And in that membership newsletter, it tells you who to call, what to say, and how to say it for rent upwards of $30,000. What about utilities? Mark was at $6,500. He went to $15,000. And here is SNAP. His brother-in-law is getting $250,000, $250,000 over 10 years because he became a member, because he listened to Mark, who is a member. And then combinations of checks. Don't just get one check, get multiple checks. Mark went from $32,000 to $50,000. Then from $50,000 to $100,000. Then he got stimulus check B, which is $66,000 plus, went to $166,000. Here's Nisi. She went from $32,000 and then went to $50,000. And here's Lorraine. She went from $105,000, she went to $155,000. That's not the ceiling, because Dragon has gotten over $170,000 as a triple member to all three channels of this broadcasting family, LA1, LA2, and LA3. The largest stimulus check featured on this channel is over $500,000. Smallest stimulus check, $8,000. We got stimulus checks for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, car repairs, computer, the phone, the internet, the utilities, and more. It's just absolutely incredible, and it's always growing across the board. On Friday night, the President of the United States' agency, Department of Treasury, announced an expansion of one of the stimulus checks, and you would have thought that other people would have missed it. Well, they did. Did we miss it? No, we did not, because I found it and I immediately delivered it into the membership newsletter that night. What is the membership newsletter? How does this work? And where do I get my checks? All these incredible stimulus checks are featured in the membership newsletter. What is the membership newsletter? First, become a member. Go around this video, join the channel, Purple Hawk, Purple Power Casino VIP. Then, how do you get that incredible membership newsletter? The membership newsletter is at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of the video. It's that straightforward. And you deserve these incredible sums of money. You deserve all these incredible sums of money. It's at news.la.com/newsletter, and there is the website. That is where the membership newsletter is located. news.la.com/newsletter. It says it right in the name. You don't even have to remember the location. The newsletter is at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of every video on all three channels all throughout the day. news.la.com/newsletter. It's a password-protected, members-only newsletter. And to get into that password-protected website, well, grab the password for the most recent post for members on your channel. Updated daily. Sent to you throughout the day on almost the half hour. news.la.com/newsletter. Go right in and get those incredible stimulus checks A, B, and C. Now, the newsletter features more than ever before, because not only does it feature all these incredible stimulus checks, it also features when changes of stimulus checks happen across the board. And on Friday night, the President of the United States had Department of Treasury expand stimulus check E to pay out more money than ever before. And you thought that I would have missed it? No. Do you think you would have missed it? No, because I immediately put it into the membership newsletter and sent you an alert, and I've been making recordings about it ever since. That membership newsletter also now features everything from resistance levels on cryptocurrency, gives you your breakout coins you want to be stalking at the start of the day, not the end of the day, the latest details on major corporate earnings coming in across the board, and why the expansion stimulus is far from over. It's all in that incredible membership newsletter. You don't want to miss it at any moment. Become a member right now. Congratulations to nearly 100, 200 brand new members in the last few days. Membership is on fire. The same membership newsletter for all three channels works across the board. Do it right now. Become a member and go right into that incredible membership newsletter. Start right now. Now, we've only done the first three checks, A, B, and C. 18 months, $30,000 a month, 5 checks a month is what that gorgeous stimulus check B does. But let's look at some more of this incredible fast stimulus. And again, here's what could be your success story. Joins this channel in less than 30 days. This is what Frank Mancuso got. So on Friday night, the President of the United States announced that Treasury is expanding stimulus check E. And stimulus check E has been on this channel for nearly a year and a half. All these checks, A to Q, are for you. SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income, $75,000 less, married couple, $150,000 less. Federal stimulus from the federal government for U.S. states and U.S. territories, all Americans within this income zone eligibility. Let's look at this continuation of those checks, E through K, and that expansion of E on Friday. Stimulus check E is a $7,500 stimulus check, but it was expanded to pay out more money for more people and more places than ever before. It's stimulus check E, and the details of the expansion are deliciousness, and they're all in the membership newsletter since that announcement on Friday. Stimulus check F is a $4,000 stimulus check. Then stimulus check G is a beautiful 30% off. Stimulus check H, a $2,000 stimulus check. Then we go to the gorgeous stimulus check I, $8,000 stimulus check. J, $8,000 stimulus check. K, $14,000 stimulus check. And then, after E through K from Congress, I found you more stimulus checks because that's my focus. I'm always looking for more stimulus checks. I'm generally finding a new stimulus check almost every 2 months, or even more sooner than that. And here we go. Let's look at stimulus checks L to Q starting right now. These are wonderful. Stimulus check L, $100,000 on average of loan interest-free money. M, $4,000 stimulus check. Then N, 0 down payment, 0 closing costs on a brand new mortgage. O, a brand new, beautiful refi, and Q, an $8,000 stimulus check. So all these stimulus checks are for you. These all have the same eligibility. These are stimulus checks for you, SSI, go get them. Stimulus checks for you, SSDI, go get them. Stimulus checks for you, SSA, go get them. Veterans, go get them. Stimulus checks for you, low income. These are federal stimulus for Americans in U.S. state and U.S. territories, passed law. You got to go get them. They pass them for you to go get them right now. Become a member. Go right into that membership newsletter and start getting these big, beautiful, law-passed stimulus checks like other members have. In these checks, let's go over the magnitude of them and the best and the features of them. Largest run of checks, meaning the most months paid, is check B. It pays on average about 18 months, 5 checks per month, $3,000 across the board. It's the best of the monthly multiple stimulus checks. Largest paying stimulus check is coming up late in this broadcast, stimulus check R. The most delicious of the stimulus checks is N, with a brand new computer, tablet, and laptop. We have home repairs, car repairs, the home, we have the internet, we have all these incredible items. Largest stimulus check, $100,000. Smallest stimulus check, $8,000. Fastest routing time, 2 days. Johnny started on Monday. By Wednesday, he had 45,000. By Friday, he had 80,000. And viewers are constantly getting over 100,000. Constantly going over 100,000. All you have to do is become a member, listen and learn, pounce, apply, and keep on pouncing left and right. And there's something for everyone. If you want lots of months, if you want lots of checks, if you want lots of individual items, they're all really incredible. This is all 2023. It's all law for you. And this is LLite. I've been doing this for 3 years. I've gotten people over $50 million. No one has gotten people more money than anywhere except on LLA. And I just want to say something sort of politely. I love you. I want to say something very polite. I love you. You know, you and I, we have been on this subject matter since day one, and we never left it. Other people are like now covering UFO invasions. You know, they went from stimulus to UFO invasions. Did they really care about you? No, they care about the UFOs. I mean, I sort of care about the UFOs, but I really, not enough to make a recording about. So, you know, did they really ever care about you if they went from stimulus to UFO invasions? No, I don't think so. That's just my opinion tonight. Let's continue to the other stimulus checks, which are not for UFOs either. Let's go to those big stimulus checks that pay over $500,000, and my children's checks, and also unemployment. So labor's holding up. That's surprising, even though we thought it was going to fall apart. But I'm still going to be making recordings about unemployment stimulus, because you never know if unemployment does fall apart later on. Unemployment stimulus has 2 steps. If you're a fired W-2 employee, this is for you. What's the issue? If you are a W-2 employee and you got fired anytime recently and remain unemployed for any duration more than a week, this is for you. This is money. If it's a lot of weeks, it's a lot of money. It's tens of thousands of dollars. Step 1, file the claim. Go to your state's Department of Unemployment website. I like the websites better. They're easier to use. They're very well designed. Step 1, they're going to ask you, are you a fired W-2 employee? Yes, you are. In this example, put in the date. Then they'll ask you, are you willing to work? That's a mental question. If the answer is yes, then yes. Able to work? Answer is yes, then yes. The claim is approved, but you're not getting paid yet. On step 2, you have to answer, are you unemployed a respective week in a month? And it'll start at the first week since you were fired and bring it all the way up to the present. And each week that you're a fired W-2 employee with not another new job yet, then you will get a check. And this could be many, many weeks and lots of checks. And it's absolutely incredible. If you became a fired unemployed worker in November of last year and were unemployed in November, December, but got a brand new job in January, you can still go back and get that November, December money right tonight. I covered on all the broadcasts on Evenings LA, so make sure you do this. You can still go get that money, even though you have a job now somewhere else. You can get that money for the weeks in which you were very much unemployed in the past. Now, the next type of stimulus that is really quite surprising is the children. The children that had to stay home from the schools because of COVID, and the parents had to pay for their meals when the schools would normally provide it for free, those checks are now still going out, and those are called PEBT checks. If you're the parent of a child that had to keep the child home from the schools because of COVID, and you had to pay for their meals instead of the school provided for free normally or discounted, PEBT checks may be coming to you, and brand new shows coming to this channel for the month of February covering that. And finally, the largest stimulus check ever featured on this channel for 2023, I pause, it's not ever, it's I guess for 2023, is $500,000. I think I've had actually more than $500,000 stimulus check on this channel. It's Stimulus Check R. Stimulus Check R is the Employee Tax Retention Credit. It's in the membership newsletter, Stimulus Check R. I call it R because how can you say Employee Tax Retention Credit more than one time fast? It is a lot of money. How much does it pay? Get ready to wiggle your socks. It pays $26,000 per employee. Here's how it works. If you had an employee when 2019 was rolling around, and then you kept them on staff when 2020's pandemic started the entire year, and then kept them on staff at least one of the quarters of 2021, you're getting a whopping $26,000 per employee. And if you have 20 employees, this is $500,000. Wow. It's Stimulus Check R. And you may not hear it anywhere else. I never heard it until I saw it in a commercial a few weeks ago and immediately put it in the membership newsletter. It's 2023. Reach out to your tax preparer and become a member. Go down to Stimulus Check R. It's Employee Tax Retention Credit. It's a lot of money. And if you are a small business owner that had, a few employees, kept them on staff, and had even more than a few employees, this could be an insane amount of money. And it's why you want to become a member. In the big second half, we'll go over more of what's going on with Wall Street and crypto live. But boy, the story that I am fascinated by tonight is actually a little bit confusing. And we'll clarify what it is. It is this. Decentraland look like it's going down. Bitcoin really going more dramatically down. But it's actually this graphic. Metaverse coins are doing really quite well in the last 48 hours, and there's Sandbox, SANDUSD, up 14% today. It is one of our watch coins of the day. Why is Meta just absolutely on fire tonight? Go over the latest details of why Meta, whether it's Facebook or Decentraland or tonight the Sandbox, on fire. Is Uber on self-driving to a big year for profitability or not? And it was Chipotle hot or not? And its corporate earnings that were released today. Could more stimulus be coming to you? We'll go over the expansion of stimulus, and we'll be looking at the markets, why they reacted negatively to corporate earnings, and why this graphic, this one, is the one of the day. I'm a little bit concerned about what I'm looking at here. You know what I'm about to say. I'll have the latest details of what you need to know in the big second half. It's a show like none other. Coming up after the commercial break is Crypto Wall Street Live. We got a big show tonight. I'll see you back in 60 seconds with this and more, with the markets reacting to a lot of corporate earnings that came in, and also some resistance levels being tested in crypto. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. They're Facebook,
Twitter and Instagram individuals, reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LA Daily for the excitement of the new LA Live Daily. The excitement starts on mornings LA at 9 a.m. Home LA returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LA at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LA Late.
In the big second half of today's Crypto Wall Street Live, rally yesterday when Jay Powell spoke, but as we have recorded before on this channel, generally the market pulls back the day after Jay Powell speaks. Your head of the Federal Reserve, of course, is who we're referring to. So what happened today? Interesting. A series of corporate earnings came in, and we had Chipotle hot or not, while the latest detail of that, Uber self-driving to corporate profitability, but Meta was everywhere. Let's go into Crypto Wall Street Live starting right now. Here were our breakout coins at the start of the day. Interesting. EUL up 56% for a $7 coin, Toke up 38%, and Sandbox up 14.72%. We'll go over the reason why they're breaking out today in this broadcast. Plus, we'll be looking at why Meta is everywhere today. Starting with Facebook last week, continued over to Decentraland over the weekend, and today is going over to Sandbox. Plus, we'll be looking at some corporate earnings that came in from Uber and also Chipotle, hot or not. But the graphic of the day is perhaps this one and this one. What is my concern? My concern is exactly what you know I'm about to say. Support level. Bitcoin has been testing a support level since Sunday. It broke through it earlier today. And my concern is that it may not hold it any further. Let's jump into this chart right now. This is a live chart right at the time of this broadcast tape, relatively late in the day. It's about 2:45 right now before the broadcast airs. I'm going to jump in this chart right now. You see my mouse moving around. So the high of the day was early at the start at 23,000. That, of course, is a key support level, 23,000. I'll show you that in a second. And then, bam, we crushed the support. We broke under the floor, and we started falling all the way down to a 22,900. We supported there, and we popped up after hitting to 22,700. And then we stayed above 23,000, but it didn't stay very long because we tested that support, we broke it again, and we came right to the edge of it. How important is that $23,000 support level from Bitcoin? And also, why was it broken through? Let's look at the significance of the support level. 1 week chart, and then let's look at the 1 month chart. There you go. So now you see how long we have held that support level. I'm in the chart right now. 22,923. We've been holding this for about a month. And why is it so critical? Look at the left side of the chart. If we do not hold that, we could go back to the left side of the chart. And where is that left side of the chart? Let's put our mouse in the left side of the chart. We're looking at Gemini. Ouch. Yeah. And that's not a year ago. That's a month ago. You don't want to go back down to 17,000. You do not want to go back down to 17,000. So we have held this 22,000, 23,000 support level for a month. It's flat. And we talked about it last Sunday. The concern was we were breaking to 22,900, 22,800. And we talked about it yesterday. And we talked about it this morning. The concern is that we hold it. If we don't, then could we go back to this? How significant is the support level? Let's go out even further. Yeah. Now you grasp the significance of that support level. If you want to be an optimist, you can call it a trading range. We're staying from 21 to 23. If you're a pessimist, you can say, no, I'm worried we could break under that 22 23,900 support level, that 23,000 support level. And if I do, I'm worried we could go right back to crypto winter. Where are we right tonight? I believe we're in crypto spring, not crypto winter. I think we've gotten out of the winter. This was the winter down here. The spring started here, and we're still in the spring. And I do not want to go back to crypto winter. Let's go out to a 1-year chart. Yeah, you see how significant that support level is. No one wants to go back to crypto winter. We're in crypto spring, in my opinion. So that support level was featured on the debut of Crypto Wall Street Live on Channel 3 over a week ago. It is now the most watched of the fastest, newest shows for cryptocurrency in America. And this was the support level on the ceiling, the resistance level from going higher, which is different than a support level. It's basically saying we're not going high, we were having problems going higher than 21,300 for 3 months. Now the concern tonight is that we have support that we don't go any lower. And at the same time, we showed this graphic. We never really got there, 24,800. And we talked about this graphic. We never got there yet. Now, the concern is that flowing over to other coins? But before we do that, let's continue with the big narrative. So it's so critical that you watch your Bitcoin throughout the day. I don't care if you have coins. I don't care if you do have coins. Because if Bitcoin falls under a 23,000 and stays under a 23,000, everyone and their sister and brother in broadcast media is going to talk about it. Because this is a support level that would have been broken under for the first time in many months. And it's going to cause concerns left and right. You want to know this before it happens, and you don't want someone to interpret it for you. You want to know it yourself. Now, at the moment it's fine, but it's really on the edge. We've been watching this since Sunday. It's chopped away at it a few times and then come back up again. But I'm very, very concerned if it's going to hold. Here's Decentraland. Now, Decentraland, in some regards, would normally pair off the moves up and the moves down of a Bitcoin and Ethereum. We featured that on this channel for nearly 2 years. Here's the 1-day chart on Decentraland, which is a metaverse coin. We're looking at one of the platforms, Gemini. It's a 1-day chart. It's red because it's down. I'm in the chart right now. You see the price in the upper left corner. That's a current live price at the time of this taping this broadcast, 80 cents for the coin Decentraland. It's 80 cents for one coin. And it's a metaverse coin, meaning it's a coin for transacting in the metaverse that is owned by Decentraland. They have their own unique metaverse, different than Facebook's. And it's currently at 80 cents. This is a 1-day chart. It's down. Is 80 cents a fine price? It is a fine price. But is Decentraland under pressure as well tonight? Or did Decentraland have a beautiful run the last few days? Well, if you watched Crypto Wall Street Live on the last few days, Decentraland has had a wonderful run in the last week, pushed up because of Facebook. Facebook has its built out, not live yet, own metaverse. And as recorded on this channel for 2 years, every time that Facebook says something good and gets closer to launching their metaverse, Decentraland will go higher, and so will other crypto metaverse coins like Sandbox, which we'll get into in a second. This is what Decentraland has done in the last month based upon just the Facebook news. 40 cents, 70 cents, 75 cents, 80 cents. That's a lot of money, folks. That's double your money, just based upon what Facebook has done. Decentraland has been featured on this channel for 2 years. I made people a lot of money 2 years ago when I said get into it, and it was 30 cents on a Halloween. It ran all the way to $3. I said cash out, don't hold it indefinitely, because at the moment we don't have a built out of Facebook. You'll make a lot of money when Facebook goes live with their metaverse. Decentraland will go straight up that day. That's a no-brainer. You know, the day that Facebook goes live with its metaverse, whatever day it is, a year from now, 2 years from now, Decentraland will be a $5 coin or something like that. You know that. But for the short period of time, look at this beautiful run based upon what happened with just Facebook and its blowout corporate earnings just a few days ago. Now, Meta is everywhere today. And why is it everywhere? Not particularly clear why today. It may be because the artificial intelligence storylines out there are getting people a little tired. People are a little tired of it. I'm not very excited about it at all. And Meta is just everywhere today. And here it was as well. SandUSD, that's Sandbox. That is a third metaverse. Facebook is one, Decentraland is a second, and Sandbox is a third. If you watch our crypto coverage on this channel 2 years ago, That was always my second favorite metaverse coin, but I never thought it was as exciting as Decentraland. I like Decentraland better, but let's look at Sandbox today. It was one of our watch coins of our day. What is a watch coin? On this channel, we feature about 3 watch coins per day. What are we looking for? We're looking for a coin that is going up 15% for the day, that we can get in and get out at 50% return on investment for just one day, and that's it. We're not holding. It's not a long-term investment. We're just trying to make a 15% earned income in one day on a position. And these were 3 of them featured on Mornings LA, live on air this morning, featured immediately in the membership newsletter, sent out to all members as soon as they became live this morning. And you don't miss these breakout coins at any time. So what are we trying to do? The approach is the following. Is there a coin that we can buy and get out in less than one day and get a 15% return of our investment? There are. Every day there's a coin or 3 coins that are breaking upward at least 15%. And these were 3 of them. And how do you find them? Number 1, you become a member. Go right in this video, become a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Parrot, Casino VIP. The 3 breakout coins of the day immediately go into the membership newsletter shortly at about 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I also sent out an alert to you on all 3 channels. Here are your breakout coins. And you want to get in and get out. Here's the focus. You want a coin that gives you a 15% return for the day so they can cash out and do it again, either tomorrow or maybe the same day with another coin. Sometimes with the same coin on different days. How do you find these coins if you want to do it yourself? And what is a skill set that I'm going to show you right now? The skill set starts with you looking into the charts and seeing which coin right now is breaking up to the upside, and can I run that coin and get a nice 15% pop across the board? What platform do I like? I like Gemini. So here's one of the platforms, Gemini.com. That's Gemini.com. This is their price page, right? There are only like 3 pages on the entire website, so you're not going to miss it. And you go into the 3rd column, click it. Watch, I'm going to click it for you. Now we have the coins with reds after them, red numbers. That means those are the worst performing coins right now. Let's click it again. And now we have our green coins, our best performing coins right now. So immediately what I would do is I would look in the chart at the start of the day and say, which of the coins are up 14%, 15%? Then, is it a coin that is over 20 cents? It would be of interest to me then. Is it a coin over $1? It would be of a lot of interest to me then. And is a coin that has had multiple days upwards in recent days, then it would be extremely of interest to me. And that's why I chose these. Sandbox is a metaverse coin, 82 cents, up 14% this morning. Toke, a 142 coin, up 38% this morning. And Illu's up 56% as a $7 coin. I stay away from coins under $1, under 50 cents or 20 cents. I don't like really super cheap coins. I think they're too dangerous. I like coins that have consecutive days of runs up, and I like coins that clearly have a momentum for me to gauge, come on in and come on out. Again, these are your breakout coins of the day, and there'll be more tonight and tomorrow morning as well. Let's now continue into Wall Street Live on tonight's broadcast. Chipotle hot or not, Uber self-driven, and why is Meta just everywhere? We had a series of corporate earnings that came in today, and they were all over the place. But the stocks and the bonds reacted as expected. Generally, they trade up when Jay Powell speaks, and the next day they trade down. So the NASDAQ and the Dow was having a nice day overall, but then the S&P ended down 1% by the end of the day. The Dow ended down 207, and the NASDAQ down 203, both about down 1%. The concern? Profitability for corporations. Now let's go over some of the corporate earnings that came in across the board, and boy, they were all over the place. And I'll give you my analysis of the situation across left and right. First, refis are way up. These are refinances of homes. Refinance demand surged 8%, 18% week to week in today's report, obtained by LA News, but it was still 75% lower compared to the same week last year. Mortgage applications to buy a home rose 3% for the week, but are still down 37% compared to the prior week. Purchase activity was put on hold last year due to the quick run-up of prices, but now people think that rates have come down. They have, and that is why it's driving a more stronger market for the refi and the mortgage lenders, says Joel Kahn, an MBA economist. Also, inventories rose about slightly in the month of December, and this is interesting, but more interesting was a double upgrade for TripAdvisor because of a Bank America seen booking experiences going through the roof. So travel and leisure is still way up, and Bank America thinks that TripAdvisor could go even higher. They believe TripAdvisor could go up another 60% from today's close. Wow, that is huge. That is really huge. Under Armour rose 6% following an earnings beat earlier today. It also gave a lift of guidance. Remember, guidance is so critical for gauging where that stock is going to go. It came in at 16% earnings per share. That was higher than the 9 cents expected, and it also came in better on revenue at a $1.58 billion compared to $1.55 billion across the board. Now, Uber has always been in our live ticker under this show. I like it. It's been doing really well in recent weeks. If you've been watching that ticker, it is always up. Uber came in and had Uber comments about itself. A little hyperbole, just a lot of Uber of Uberness. Uber's CEO said, it's the strongest quarter ever. And it's going to be the strongest year ever. He's very Uber dynamic in his comments. The stock was up 7% before the bell after its fourth quarter earnings. Watch this one. Came in above analyst expectations. They posted an earnings of 29 cents, beating an expected loss of 18 cents. Wow. That is uber impressive. Good job over on there. Was Chipotle equally as hot, or was it mild? Was it too spicy for the markets? Let's look at what happened over Chipotle tonight across the board. Chipotle came in and the markets were not pleased. The stock fell 4% in extended trading after the restaurant chain missed quarterly earnings and revenue expectations. Chief Financial Officer Jack Harton said that Chipotle didn't see the pop, that momentum, and ended the quarter soft for 2022. Meantime, we also had Merck coming in with some numbers, but the number that I thought was fascinating was Goldman Sachs. Wells Fargo hiked Goldman Sachs' price target, and they said Goldman Sachs is not getting credit for what it's done for 2023 and 2024. This is Wells Fargo analyst Mike Mayo, and a note to people today. What did he say about Goldman? He said it could go up 9%. It could go up substantially across the board. He believes Goldman is undervalued 19% compared to competitors. Did you hear that right? That is a major potential upside. So he believes Goldman Sachs, the beloved brokerage firm, has a 19% undervaluation that could go up substantially across the board. Wow, what a big show it has been tonight. Thank you for joining me on tonight's edition of Crypto Wall Street Live. 3 live shows, 3 different channels, and lots of deliciousness. The excitement starts every night at 4 o'clock on Channel 3 with Crypto Wall Street Live. Joining me every night at 4 o'clock on Crypto Wall Street Live, Channel 3. Then, the show that everyone's talking about, the #1 most watched show for financial news in prime time, every night at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, Channel 1, LA Live. The 1-hour show coming up right after this one, if you're watching this on Channel 3. And then, Stimulus Live, every night at 6 o'clock on Channel 2. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, become a member. The membership newsletter features all your incredible stimulus, features all your watch coins, features all your analyst reports, all your major movers in the stocks and bonds that you need to know in housing market across the board. It's the most dense financial newsletter out there that is updated throughout the day. I don't think there is another one that's updated throughout the day like that incredible membership newsletter. Become a member right now. It's at news.la.com/newsletter. How do you become a member? Go right on the video, subscribe, but join the channel. Join Channel 1, or Channel 2, or Channel 3. Then go into that membership newsletter. The membership newsletter at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of every video on all 3 channels. grab the password from the most recent membership post on your channel and go into that password-protected newsletter right now. Start making big money and start learning big details about where this economy is going. Bull market, crypto spring, and an excitement across the board. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing so well. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay with LA for more.